Good afternoon, everyone. So, the next topic in microfinance is credit management or credit arrangement and its types. So, this is the last topic in first chapter under microfinance. So, first of all, let's discuss what is this credit arrangement. So, here, credit arrangement in the sense arranging of the finance or the arranging of the funds between the banks and the borrowers or between a entity and a borrower. So it is a legal contract. So whatever the credit arrangements it's there, it is a legal document. It is a legal contract in which a bank arranges a loan for a customer about certain amount or a specified period of time. So here, like, we are taking loan from bank, so we are taking loan from bank for the specific amount. So the loan will be up to 1 lakh, it will be up to 1 crore. So the bank will charge certain percentage of interest and you have to repay their principal amount also for a specific period of time. Like that, other than those term loans, there are small types of loans or small types of credits which are also provided by banks to the individuals, to the entrepreneurs, to the common people, or other types of loans that is provided by other entities other than bank. Whatever the entities that are there, they will also provide some kind of credit to you people. So though, what are those credit arrangements? So let's discuss those arrangements. So basically, there are these types of credit arrangements are available. So first of all, there is payday loan, credit cards, as we know very well, store cards, car loan, personal loan, home loan, consolidation loan, students loan, and auto loans. So let's discuss this first loan, that is payday loan. So this payday loan it's very common in abroad. So this is a very short term loan. So payday loan. So in the word itself we can know the meaning that whatever the amount we are taking in a day itself, we have to pay back that amount. So it is a very short term loan, so usually for a very small amount. So its period of repaying is also short, and the amount we are taking, that is also in a very small amount, like a few $100. So this is very famous in abroad. So say it, what is the amount, miss? A few $100 we are taking, and we have to pay back this amount in the day itself. For example, if I am taking this amount in the morning, say 9 a.m. So payday, so in 24 hours I have to repay that amount to the person or to the entity or to the bank. So this is called as payday loan. So usually these kinds of loans are the interest or the charges they are charging is very high. So as you will get the money whenever you need, so they are charging a high rate of interest, and you must and should pay back that amount in that day only. So that is called as payday loan. So this is the first kind of credit arrangement. Next is credit cards. So as we know, credit cards, these are very famous for shopping. So we are using these cards for buying things on credit. So on purchasing, on spending these cards, we have certain amount, certain limit. We can say there is a certain limit on spending. So for example, monthly, this much only you have to spend. So this is called as the credit limit. So one can get a credit card from a bank or a lender who will ask you to repay the amount you have spent on the credit in a monthly basis. So for example, in a month, how many spendings you are doing. So monthly, according to the bank, they will charge some kind of interest, fees and charges on those spendings, and you have to pay back them monthly. or according to the rules of the banks. So these are the credit cards. So here also the interest is usually high only, and they are charging fees, charges and other things by the bank. So next is store cards. So store cards here means it is usually you provided by the own stores. For example, grocery stores. So there are big grocery stores, so those grocery stores will provide their customers store cards. So without any cash payment, without any cash transaction, their customers can use their store cards and they can purchase the things from the store. So that is called as store cards, and these store cards can only be used in their own store only. For example, here club card. So this club card can be used in that club only. It cannot be used in the other clubs. So like that only, if the one grocery shop is providing you store card means, so that is a credit card. That is a kind of credit card which can be used in their stores only. If you are purchasing groceries or any essential things from a shop, from a store, and if you have that store card means you can purchase the things on credit, and later you have to pay back that amount, and with interest you have to pay back that too, with a high rate of interest. They will charge high rate of interest on that amount you have spent. So these are the kind of official things. So in our India, what we will do, we will visit one shop. If we don't have money, we will purchase it on credit, and we will say that we will pay back later. So whatever the amount of things we have purchased, we will pay back that amount later. So if the shopkeeper is well known to us, he has confidence on us, and then only he will provide us goods on credit, right? But in the foreign, in the well developed countries, they will provide store cards to their customers, and the customers have to pay back that amount with a high rate of interest. So that is called as store cards. Next is car loans. The word itself is telling card loans, or it is also called as auto loans. So if you are opting from bank any kind of loan for purchasing the automobile or the car, that loan can only be used in purchasing of the car only, not for other things. And here also the interest will be high only. And this car loan can also be availed from banks also, and also from the car dealership. If you want loans directly you can opt it from the car dealership. So from whomever you're planning to purchase the car, from that car dealership or from that company also, if that company has a option to provide you loan, then from them also you can get a loan, but they will charge a high rate of interest. But when you choose a bank which is acceptable in paying the interest, that is suitable for you, the rate of interest, that bank can choose, and you can opt the car loan. This is also kind of credit arrangement. Next is the personal loan. So personal loan, so this loan, it can be for anything. It is depending upon your perception. So it can be for your education, that is for your higher education. It can be for your daily spendings. It can be for your marriage. It can be for building the house for yourself. It can be for taking holidays, for holidays. If you want to get yourself refreshed, you can take a personal loan, and you can you can tour a world or a country, etc. So it can be anything depending upon yourself. It can be for your medication, it can be for your health care, it can be anything. That is called as a personal loan. So usually the personal loans are taken for building, for marriages, or for tours, for daily usages, for so that's it. For education there is a separate loan, and for building the house also there is home loans. So next is home loan. So this loan is usually for the building of the houses only. So and this loan is provided in installment basis, like so for segments only. So for this part of house segment, this much of loan. So they will segregate the loan into different parts, and they will provide you the small amount for building your house. So that is called as home loan. And for this also, the rate of interest will vary according to the type of bank you are opting. Next is consolidation loan. For example, in a bank, if you have opted home loan also, education loan also, personal loan also, car loan also, so this got all types of loans, you are making the 4 types of loans into one loan. So that is called as consolidation loan. So the bank will consolidate, will combine all your kinds of loan you have opted and make it as one loan. So that is called as consolidation loan. So that's it about this chapter, that is chapter 1 in the microfinance, that is introduction of microfinance. So in this chapter we have learned meaning and definition of finance, and the financial arrangements, and about financial credit management. So also we have discussed different types of finance, that is shares, debentures, venture capital, etc. So this is the first chapter. So next chapter is all about the financial institutions. So tomorrow we'll start financial institutions. So in that chapter we'll be learning about NABARD, IFCI, SEDB, ICICI, and all those financial institutions. So okay, if you have any doubt, you can ask me in your group. Thank you.